2022 was a good year for cinema, which is to say a lot of movies were released, with wacky and intriguing concept films coming to fruition in theaters and, more than ever, on streaming services. Top Gun: Maverick and Avatar: The Way of Water smashed box office records and became two of the best performing sequels ever. Jurassic Park, the 27th Batman movie, and somehow, once again, Minions all made big money in a big way. Domestic box office is up 64% from 2021, still a great deal below pre-COVID numbers, but film audiences are slowly coming back. The disparity between average film grossing is still pretty crazy, and blockbuster financing and micro-budgets seem to be the only avenues for filmmaking right now. But you only care about the top 10, don't you? Well, that's fortunate, because here are 10 movies from 2022 I really want to talk about. But first, a few honorable mentions. Glass Onion. This is a fun sequel that doesn't stand up to Knives Out, but the colorful murder mystery still keeps you guessing when the dominoes don't fall exactly the way that you think. I don't love all of the twists in Glass Onion, but quite a few of them were still very unexpected. And the cast of spoiled pearl clutchers is extremely entertaining. The film's comedy is definitely its greatest attribute, other than Daniel Craig, whose southern accent is still soothing as ever.
Must be really great at Clue, huh?
I'm very bad at dumb things. Ticking boxes, running around, searching all the rooms. It's just a terrible, terrible game.
Nope is Jordan Peele's statement on the entertainment industry. From the harsh treatment of trained animals to the horrors of giant spaceships, there's a consistent thread of attempted control for the sake of fame or stability, most powerfully shown with a sequence shared between a boy and a chimpanzee, of all things. Not that I have anything against chimpanzees, but the thrills are there. The story is solid, and Nope stands as a successful, down-to-earth alien movie. Don't yell at me for this one. I think Smile is a top movie of the year. Though it's lacking in terms of budget compared to movies like Nope, the film frequently does wonders with editing tricks and untrustworthy points of view. While tackling the subject of mental health disorders and reaching out before it's too late, Smile conjures a pretty horrifying monster, which closes in with some absolutely creative jump scares. It's notably one of the smaller budgeted films of the year to make huge box office waves, and in my opinion, it's one of the best horror stories of 2022. The ending in particular will stick with you for a while after the credits roll. Good sleeper hit.
I have to face it.
How does it make you feel?
Okay, that's it. Number 10. I saw exactly one animated movie this year. Sorry, Pinocchios. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is daring and surprising in how it deals with subjects of death, finding purpose in life, and loyalty. Puss literally faces the inevitable in the form of a whistling wolf furry, and the pretty formulaic plot never actually grows dull. The stereotypical annoying side character is actually pretty freaking cute. And the animation is this choppy, Spider-Verse-like style, which really adds to the intensity of the action. Puss in Boots 2 strangely has a very big heart, which I never expected in my wildest dreams. It's a cute movie, it does exactly what it intends to do, and it's a big winner.
I've enjoyed the chase, Gato. But I think we've reached the end now, you and I.
Number 9. RRR, or the 3-hour Indian revolutionary epic, was an absolute roller coaster. Man versus wolf versus tiger battles, random musical numbers, dramatic dance fights, this one really had everything. It's pretty darn long, and there's lots of repetition in the later stages of the story, but RRR is ultimately still a very good watch. There's a lot of really badass emotional moments, meaningful twists, and quite frankly, some of the best fight choreography in a long time. RRR is unique in the cheesiest, most obnoxious way, and I'm really glad audiences worldwide can see this absolutely chaotic Bollywood version of a Marvel movie. Pretty crazy stuff.
Look at them! Shoot them down!
Number 8. The Banshees of Inishiren. The script is the biggest strength of this film. Listen to the dialogue in any back and forth scene, tap out the beats, pat your knee to the rhythm of the characters as they speak, and you'll know this is a masterclass in wordplay.
Haven't had any rifle fire from the mainland in a day or two. I think they're coming to the end of it. I'm sure they'll be at it again soon enough, aren't you? Some things there's no moving on from. And I think that's a good thing.
Banshees rolls out much like a stage play, in my opinion, with the slow simmering rivalry between two old friends drawn out in painful, often quirky sequences of rising ignorance. The film identifies selfish intentions within all of us in the harsh landscape of the Irish Civil War, as well as studying pressures we put on ourselves to find the meaning of happiness in this world. I admire its daringness to really do something different. Many questions are raised by the ambiguity of the film, even by the ending.
Well, I best go over there and do whatever that thing over there I was gonna do was.
Number 7. Growing up can be pretty chaotic. If you're young Steven Spielberg, you gotta be able to roll with it, literally. The Fablemans explores the influences of parental figures in the shaping of our dreams, while also paying respect to the wonder of innovation in film. This movie touches home to my own childhood experience of Boy Scouts and expeditions of short filmmaking, but it's a picture very easy for anyone to enjoy. The loose, fun script contains all the meaty drama of an excellent Hollywood story. I don't know if it's just me, but I thought Paul Dano was really great here. Like, way better than Riddler.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Spielberg's ability to block out each scene masterfully, with dynamic character interaction, shows he's still got a loving commitment to the craft, or whatever. And the story seems very vulnerable for him, which adds to the product. The third act of The Fablemans is a little slower than the first two in my opinion, but this feature should stand tall as a very good movie by the planet's biggest directing name of all time. Number 6. Tar presents us with one of the more unexpected falling from grace stories in recent memory. Lydia starts out as a pompous intellectual who's dominated her field, but the wave after wave of context reveals and escalating hostile situations slowly paints a fuller picture of who this composer really is on the inside. Side note, a lot of people think Lydia Tar is a real person, including a dude in my film class this morning, which speaks to the writing and performance which come together in very neat ways you don't foresee by wonderful acting. Gold star. The sound design actually lends itself to uncovering clues about the lead character's psychology, and there's a lot to be said about the nature of negative societal functions in here, deserved or not. Tar is simply a splendid villain, and really, really fun to watch. Number 5. Barbarian is a horror movie that's keenly aware of your sensibilities of the genre. The way you think the movie is going down isn't actually how it's going to roll out. Zach Kreger and company keenly respects the audience by entrusting we can sort out the fun confusion and mind-bendingly horrific twists. The thrills are exceptionally tense, and the script is pretty tight, absolutely suffocating. Not to mention, Barbarian is also quite funny. The basic setup of a quiet Detroit Airbnb with too many visitors is the perfect recipe for bone-chilling scares.
Yeah.
This is 476 Barbary, right?
Yeah, I'm renting this place.
No, I booked it a month ago.
Are you sure you have the right place?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Why don't you come inside, and we'll call these idiots.
Paranoia floods just about every scene between our well-casted leading characters. I really like the uneasiness of this movie, along with its metaphorical layers of barbarianism. This picture easily wins the title of Best Horror Movie of the Year. And no, I haven't seen Pearl, or X, so I'm very sorry about that. Number 4. A mysterious, sexy drama with tantalizing camera work, Decision to Leave is a Korean tragic tale of unclear identity and well-orchestrated crimes. Park Chan-wook crafted some of the more visually interesting detective sequences I can recall in recent memory, using the full power of form to analyze the totality of the murders which make up the film and avoiding boring file-reading sequences that we've seen so often in these types of movies. Decision to Leave is not an easily digestible movie, and the finer details of the script require a lot of close attention, but the depiction of violence, attraction, and an unconventional plot makes this an absolutely fantastic watch. The film's climax is one of the best endings of the year. Now, we get to the ones that I really think stand out as all-time movies, in my opinion. I'll probably buy all these movies on Blu-ray because I'm a freaking nerd. You don't have to agree, of course. This is just some guy's list. Want to remind you that. Anyway, at number 3, we have Triangle of Sadness, the Swedish-American-European co-production directed by Ruben Östlund. Labeled the grossest movie of the year, I actually had no problem stomaching the golden vomit. Take that, jackass. And I was surprised with a very riveting and funny glimpse into the basic elements of human nature. Triangle of Sadness establishes clear gender roles, wealth, and ideologies as class divisions on the set of a doomed yacht, and then does absolutely everything to flip the order of society on its head. The movie's quirky, fatalist view of social hierarchy stuck with me, and the script was just, well, it was just so weird.
Everything was fantastic. But then I saw the sails.
The sails?
The sails, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were dirt gray. Do you think it's possible to wash them?
Well, I don't think that's possible, ma'am, because this is a motorized vessel.
Yeah.
So we don't have any sails.
I loved it. Now, fair warning, this movie will not be for everyone, but if you can make it through the quirkiness, that last shot will keep you haunted for a long time to come. Number 2. Top Gun Maverick is kind of a vanilla selection for this list, but then again, it really is that good. Tom Cruise brings his Scientologist acting chops in a subdued, charming performance as an aging Maverick, who's learning to let go and entrust the next generation of pilots on the mission of their lives.
Who the hell is that?
The rare sequel that improves upon the original film, Top Gun 2 ups the intensity with next-level, blood-curdling thrills that leave you clenching your armrest while advancing themes of maturity from the first movie. There's very little fat on this film, but a whole lot of fuel. You can enjoy it, your parents can enjoy it, your grandpa can enjoy it. My grandpa enjoyed it. I was really wrong about this one when I saw the trailer. It's going to be a classic years from now. It's just that good. Number 1. Sorry to beat a dead horse, because I really like to be different, quirky and all that, but Everything Everywhere All at Once is just too appealing to a weirdo like me. After bringing to life the farting dead corpse of Daniel Radcliffe, the Daniels came roaring back with an interdimensional tale of nihilism, finding meaning in life, and, of course, raccoon chefs. This wild joyride flies through everything, from googly-eyed rocks to universe-ending bagels.
I got bored one day, and I put everything on a bagel.
The mechanics of the dimensional devices are super fun, the acting is consistently wonderful, and the script feels like a realization of this generation's type of movie. Absolute insanity. If you stop paying attention for 1 second, you'll have no idea what's going on. But in my head, Everything Everywhere's constant cutting and multiverse jumping shenanigans are the real beauty of the story. I've heard some murmurs that many people think this film is slowed down by goofy side plots, and that the overall message can be a little messy because of it. In my opinion though, the insanity is what makes it one of the best experiences you could ask for in a movie theater, or even at home for that matter. There's not much out there quite like Everything Everywhere, and I certainly admire its uniqueness. I think we could all use a little weirdness in this world. But that's just me. Anyway, here are some quick acting shoutouts before we wrap up here. Brendan Fraser in The Whale was actually very moving, very emotional in his performance. I thought Michelle Yeoh was really good in Everything Everywhere. And Cate Blanchett in Tar for sure. Paul Dano, I guess. Yeah, Fablemans. Some really good editing in all these, but especially in Decision to Leave, Barbarian, and Top Gun Maverick, because the sound design was really cool. 2022 was a great year for movies. What were your favorites? Please comment below, like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching.